this last weekend, everywhere on social media was just flying left, right, and center with marital issues. With the growing trend of bringing our personal affairs to the court of public opinion, and looking at all that has happened in this past couple of days, with some of our celebrities bringing issues from the privacy of their homes to social media. The question is, does bringing marital family matters help in any way solve problems? We'd like to hear your thoughts on this, because this is something, some can say it's the new normal. Some will say we're in a new world where everything is on social media. In fact, in the next 10, 15 years, your entire life could be viewed by the world. So in preparation for that, is it therefore okay for us to share our innermost issues with the world on this global platform? Let's hear your thoughts on this. You can call us on 08127053687, 09139076948. You can also send us messages on YouTube and on Facebook. We'd like to hear your thoughts. All right, so I think there are like 3 major issues that happened this weekend. Major family issues. I mean, we'll go into the issues maybe by Thursday when we talk about family. But the real crux of how functional is social media social media court in helping you resolve internal issues? I think that's the real question here.
I think I would start by saying that Nigerians, life is hard enough for us, so we love entertainment. Anything that makes us laugh, anything that distracts us from what we are facing personally. So that social media space has brought everybody together. Small, big, mighty, we're all on the same level on social media. So whatever you post there, believe me, another person takes it as entertainment. So before you make a post, I always ask myself, what is my intention? What do I intend to achieve by putting out this picture or putting out this dance where probably I'm shaking some things and do some things? I always ask myself. Then I ask myself a second question. Am I ready to live with the consequences of what I am posting? Right. Because sometimes you have a good intention, you post it out there, and it backfires. Will I own the consequences with my chest? So I've been under fire a couple of times on social media where I said something on the show and, people took it and, but anything I say on this table, I say with my chest. So when it backfires, I will chest it and just be looking at everybody, So when we have that at the back of our minds, we will always remember that after the dust settles, how do I want this issue to be remembered? How do I want my family to be remembered? So if we have that at the back of our mind, everything is not entertainment. Nigerians play too much. They will start doing memes out of a serious situation. If you have that, you know that I can't post just everything out there.
Let me get your thoughts on this.
So for me, I would say, without a doubt, nothing good comes out of that. There's nothing positive that will come out from airing your issues on social media. Nothing. I mean, if it happens that something positive happens, then good for you. But usually it's not, because I've used this example once. There's this advert then about, it was a bank advert. So a man is trying to raise funds. He went to a mechanic and was talking to him about all the things he needs the money for. Of course, the mechanic didn't understand, went to a market woman until finally met this banking person that works in the bank, and then a conversation ensued, and he got his, what he wanted. And that's how I see social media. When you come to social media, you're just talking to people of different types of knowledge and expertise, and people that really do not know you or care about you. So if you're looking to solve a problem, then you have to go to the places where you can solve the problem. If it's a matter of if it's a family matter, then it has to be with the people in your family and people that love and care for you. It has to be about people who know you and who want your best interest at heart. The truth is, social media has become a place for many people to just relax. You may have some very positive, intending people, and I found that with most people who wish you well, they're not on social media responding. So there's not going to be an army of good people fighting your cause, because usually those good people are facing their business, and you know, they may feel sorry for, oh, I'm so sorry this has happened to you, but they will not engage in that trolling and that vile that goes on social media. So if you do want to solve a problem, social media is not a place to go. But I understand that some people have used this platform to push their brand. We have celebrities where we hear all the time that popularity is not always, it does not matter, you know, what type it is, as long as you're on the lips of people, and then it makes you more relevant, you're trending, and then you're right there on the lips of maybe people are endorsing or brand people and things like that.
Nima, let me get your initial thoughts on this.
So this is my thoughts. We talked about this on Friday, I think. My people in say now, they will say, if a goat is on the roof of a house, the whole world will pay attention. And you that you have some privacy, you that you have something to hide, you want to live privately, you don't hide in your corner and be beating drum. You're hiding and beating drum. These people, when they come out, they claim to have mental health. There is, you know, they're venting. They need to rant, they need to talk. And then they now, after you've done that, you now ask for privacy. You put it out first, and you're not saying to people, don't talk about it. You know, it's time to speak up. It's a speaking up generation. Don't confuse us.
Right.
It's one you want to do one. You know, if you have to vent, like the Benue State one, where the Benue State government the governor and his wife intervened in one couple's issue. Maybe you are hoping for that result, and that's what you want to do. You're hoping in general for something as well. You know that maybe at the end of it,
something good will come out.
Something good will come out, but something bad might come out.
Yeah.
So you know now come and say it's okay that you're on people's lips, or you just ask for privacy now. Private issues are private issues. The social media is good for public business, markets, and all of those things. That's what it's for.
But Nima, I hear you, but I mean, I'd like to stay on what you said earlier. Because, yes, there's a good and there's a bad. So as a person, many people will say, they're not coming to ask for to solve my problem. We're just coming to vent, because there are some women that are not heard. In their small corner of the world, nobody hears them. Their families, they're not here. They're complaining to family, loved ones, pastors, everybody. Nobody wants to hear them. Social media is that avenue where, when the whole world hears what I'm going through, maybe they'll come to my aid. That's one angle. And there's an angle of celebrities. Your life is already out there. So as a celebrity, you don't feel like, there's nothing I'm hiding already. Everybody already knows our issues. They know I have this mad drama, that you have this drama. Might as well just put the whole thing out there, because we're already public figures. So we'll discuss that when we come after the break. Where is there a difference between celebrity having their life? I mean, we see Kim Kardashian, their entire life is on social media. It doesn't mean that they're not having functional lives. But what's the way forward in being a celebrity and sharing your thoughts, your issues out there? Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. So before the break, we're talking about putting our issues out on social media. And I was saying that celebrities have they practically open the doors of their lives to many people. We are interested, and the reason why we can play judge and jury on their life, because we have information. We know that you have this, you have that one. You have two children. You have 10 children. We have the information because it's on social media, so we can judge you. And that's the life you've chosen to live. So should we judge a celebrity for putting their life on social media because that's who they are?
Because as far as we are concerned, you have given us content to work with.
And
we will use the content. But I just realized that there are different types of people. There are private people and there are public people.
Exactly.
Now, if you become a celebrity as a private person, you will still be private. We have celebrities who you don't know anything about. There are celebrities in Nigeria who they got married, we don't know. They have kids, we don't know. We don't know anything about them. We just see their work, we see their social life, and we don't see anything about their family. They are naturally private people. So the celebrity status did not remove it or change them from being who they are. There are people like me, they use rope to be tying me in my house. I'm naturally a public person. Right. So if you leave me, I will put everything on social media.
right.
The day Miriam gets me on social, I'll go there, I'll write and everything and post it there.
Right.
I'm naturally like that. So it's just because I'm not paying attention to how social media is treating people who put their lives out there. That's why I'm becoming cautious.
Okay, but PC, my question, I'll come to take this call because you being private or not private it's not the function of your ability to, your successful marriage.
Yeah.
It's not a function of your privacy or no privacy.
No, not at all.
So you can be a public person and still have a good marriage.
Yes,
that's the question I'm trying to answer.
Of course,
Let me take this call, I'll come to Miriam. Ikene, are you there? You're holding on very well.
Yes, I'm with you.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Pardon?
The volume is quite low. I can't hear you. Ikene, go ahead, please.
Okay, actually, like what you were saying, as a celebrity, it's not really ideal to expose yourself to the public because they actually don't like you. And it's not everybody who are there are your friends. Anything you've taken out publicly is never secret. Most especially when it comes to marriage, you don't discuss your marriage issue with the public because it's quite very, very bad. Marriage issues are issues that you're supposed to be within the family set. But when it is asked to the public, there are people that will condemn actually some part of what you have done. There's not everybody out there that really loves you, that loves your family. As a celebrity, you're not supposed to at least take your issue to the public. There are issues, like I said, there are some celebrities who don't expose themselves. That's the best of life, that's the best. You can't come outside and watch the thing outside and get people to say to you.
Right. Miriam, let me come to you. We live in a patriarchy society. Men have this is a society where women feel as though that their voices are not heard. And we now have this tool called social media, where I feel like, okay, now I can be heard. I am going through this turmoil in my marriage, and I can use this to vent. Should we judge them for that?
I think it's not about judging for the person. If the person, as BC explained earlier, if you're willing to accept the consequences or the reward of whatever it is that you have decided to put out, then that's it. If you feel that you will still get what exactly you're seeking within all the trolling, and for you that's more important to you, they can troll me all they want, but at least I know one or two people will be able to answer my problem, then that's fine. So if you're that
my spouse for the scumbag that he is.
Okay, so that's another part I wanted to say, that sometimes you don't bring your own issue to social media. People bring it for you. So here I am, a man, quietly, private in my house, and then my wife brings out our issue. I'm not the one that brought it out. It's this person that has brought it out. So now, it now depends on this person, who his life has now been made public knowledge, to come and refute what has been said, to participate in that conversation, or just keep quiet. And then when you keep quiet, then you would live with the perception that people have about you. They don't know your story, they haven't heard you, but someone has painted a picture about your life. And now, are you willing now to accept that this is the picture that people have about your life and stay that way? So sometimes you find people coming out to say, because this person said it, now I have to come out and speak up.
Okay, so thank you, Miriam. So you've compartmentalized this conversation. So there's a situation whereby you and I are married, we're celebrities, where all our lives are in the room like the Kardashians, and anything that happens, we know that we are seeing everything. But there's one that you are the celebrity, I choose to be private, you bring out our issues, I am not compelled to go out. So that forces me and that forces my hand to come to the public. But Nima, let me come to you.
Even the Kardashians, we didn't know that Kanye had some issues that were mental till a few years. So it's not every issue that we still put out there.
Yes,
I think if you have gold, you guard it. If you have diamond in your house, you won't put it on the shelf. You put it somewhere safe, in a vault.
Under box.
I don't know. Compartmentalize what is important to you and guard it. The things that, sometimes people don't know that calling out your spouse safe, it's a double-edged sword. You have a spouse who was your choice, or an evidence of your bad choice, and you put it out and you think, I'm just calling him out for who he is.
Who are you?
See, there are ways to go about these things. It's just the tough road. If you're in a bad marriage and you think this marriage cannot be salvaged, it cannot work. Yesterday, someone at the event, my friend launched her studio kitchen yesterday, and she was sharing an experience that there was a time in her marriage, she was in court all through, every day asking for divorce. But this is a marriage after how many years? Over 20 years. They're celebrating. In fact, she's looking so young. I was saying, auntie. And all that time, she was looking big and out of shape. It was due to depression and all of that. But both of them were dealing with it. Don't isolate and think I'm the only one suffering in this marriage. The other person might just not know. Might just not know how. We were counseling, I was counseling in a friend's marriage, and I was saying to the wife, I have been with this person all through my youth, and I know him. He does not know hijab. This thing you are blaming him for, he has no idea how to make it work.
Yeah.
So sometimes you are just sitting in your own balloon and saying no, and then you go to social media, and then you call this person out. You are dealing with him. But you are not dealing with the issue.
Let me take this call. Owolabi, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your line, please. Go ahead.
Bringing issue out, not particular with marital issue, anything, bringing it out on social media. We know your family. We don't even know your happy side. We don't know your sad moment or anything. Bringing it out is not an option. Talking about the criminalization, not everything you see out there. And if you want to go, look the life of Steve Harvey. He can never post his family or anything. Only when they are angry. You can't talk about their sad moments. Thinking out your sad moments, they are only coming on social media to read about this. Some will mock you, some will sympathize with you. Just left for you. Deal with your problem. We know your mother-in-law, your father-in-law.
But, okay, thank you, Walabi. There's an angle of we get off what the emotions we get off feeding off public sympathy. Because so let's just use the Olajumoke story for example. She was a bread seller that suddenly became a celebrity, right? Now we had that public sympathy where she was a bread seller, now she's this. They took her pictures and everything. And imagine Olajumoke now comes out with a marital issue. We all want to support her because she has fed off that public sympathy, so she knows she has equity with the people. And she now goes back to that equity. I see me, you did without my suffering. This man wants to do this to me. And we come out and we still have that sympathy. So that feeding of that public sympathy is probably the currency these people are playing with. Saying, you know what, you guys already sympathize that I'm going through so much in this marriage. Come and save me.
Yeah, but we should also understand that the social media space has a mixed multitude. So while you think you're getting sympathy, other people are giving you hate. In the social media space, there is no difference between love and hate. Today they love you, tomorrow they hate you, depending on the mood. Everybody woke up on their side, depending on the mood. So today, because I remember somebody was telling me one time, said, some days they will hate you. Some days they will love you. Make sure both days you are getting paid. Because you can never rely on the fickleness of the human nature. You may think, this is something I've done before. And they love me, they supported me, they showed everything. That day, nobody is in the mood to support you. Something else has happened to them in their face. Because everybody is dealing with their own personal issues. If it's not entertainment you are bringing, it will be turned into entertainment. And at the end of the day, what you wanted to achieve, you will not achieve. I also observe, I think wisdom is profitable to direct. As a celebrity, observe the social space. You are not in the Obodo Yibo, you are here. And there's a way we behave. There are things we judge with our left hand, our right hand, even if our leg is doing the same thing. We judge publicly. We judge people who put it out there. I understand that when you put up real content, see the thing that you put up now, people should come and win something by telling us what vultures can do. How many people did you see come out? We love gossip. So if you're ready to make your life ridicule, you want your life to be ridiculed in public, carry everything there. If you're smart, you will do selective display. So you display the one that, if it backfires, it will not pain you that much. If you display your own, like she said, your old diamond outside, and they mess it up, that's your business.
Okay, let me go on a quick break. When we come back, we continue this conversation. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Mariam was going to say something, but concerning... Go ahead.
So I wanted to talk about women who genuinely, because this weekend, I shared Liberos's post, and I got calls from big, very important people in society for sharing that post. And there were women who felt it was unjustified. My big sis, Tokwefa Jingbesi, thought, no, she wants to vent. This is the age, let women talk genuinely and ask her if she needs help. And that's what, should do. And although I've not called her back, but on this issue, I feel that I am in a marriage too. So let's be honest, all of us are in our marriages. And for my own, I don't know about another person. I've had issues, and I have talked. I've never been quiet about my issues. I have people who have supported me through. I'm a better person because I have the support that I have. And the first thing is to look around you within your circle. I cannot even underestimate the help of my sisters-in-laws, my in-law, my auntie, the matron, Mrs. Bello, for the help that they did. Somebody that will tell you, Madam, wait, the sky will not fall because of this problem. Because when you're in that kind of place, you're emotional.
Yeah.
You might not see things straight, but wait, heaven will not fall until wait. Someone will say, okay, spend the night. Nima, please don't do anything stupid, but spend the night in my house. And that night, they're calming you down. The next morning, you see a bright sun, and it seems like you never had a problem. Because if you let day break, sun will still come out. Yeah. It will seem like he never had a problem. But we will now leave all that circle of help and influence that we could have tapped into and just go online.
Some people don't have that, Nima. We have to be realistic.
I don't agree.
I don't believe
that. I don't agree. No matter how bad it is, you will find around
someone
you.
Rooting for you.
If it is not within your in-laws, indication, your mother and call.
Okay, so Nima, if the problem, if the goal is not for you to solve my problem, my goal is to spite you for what you did to me. Yeah. I'm not trying to solve a problem. Yeah. I want to put you out there because you goofed as a man. So if you are goofy now, so I'm goofy and I can't slap your face. My own back. I can't beat you, but I can use your platform. I can use my platform to speak and tell the world what you did to me. Yes, now.
Yeah, so I remember then, long before social media, like if you had neighbors that used to fight, so we would have some, and you have maybe some.
Everybody come outside.
And then the wife will come out screaming and telling what was happening. And you'd hear some women call her aside. I'm like, no, discuss it within your home. And so many people have used that and said because they have been told to be silent and not talk about it outside, they have been abused and disrespected in their homes. But it was seen as even much more worse to come out and speak about it. So now, I feel that people have now used that and have taken social media to be that place where they can come and vent and speak up, because we're saying do not be silent, come out and speak up. But if you find the woman who truly has an issue, who truly wants to solve it, usually there are steps that she would have taken. There are steps she would have taken to meet maybe elders in her family, people in church, friends. Usually these people seek who they believe know exactly what they're going through, who can help them. But when you see people come on social media, there are a few things that happen. One, the person does it just out of, it's an outburst. And then they regret it after they've done it. Like, okay, I just needed to vent. And then God help you if you're somebody that already has such a huge following. Meaning if you vent, like if someone that has 10 followers vents, how many people will see? Nobody knows you. But if someone like Mariah should take a phone today and coughs in it,
the venting is life forever.
Usually, so we are allowed to have outbursts. We're allowed to find ourselves in that position where we just want to just talk. But be careful if you're someone that has such a huge following. But going out on social media to talk, I find that most people just use it. Use the word. You said social media has now become a currency. Our likes and follows are now currency for other things. If you're a celebrity, if you're someone out there, you know what it means to have many likes and many followers. It means that it puts you on sort of a platform where businesses are looking to use you, use your name and make you a brand for something. And sometimes I feel that people have gotten to that point and they're saying, how do I use this to my advantage? How do I use this thing I'm going through to my advantage?
Let me take this call from Worry. Emmanuel, are you there? Hello, Emmanuel, are you there? Hello. How is Olu of Worry Ogiame Atuashe the third?
Worry people.
How are you, Emmanuel? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good morning, everybody over there.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, it's a good topic. My own opinion for this it's the result of the society has failed.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
The society has failed. The reason why is this. When there is Christian marriage and we shall pray to not to enter the father the shedding of marriage.
It's not clear, Emmanuel. I do apologize. I couldn't hear you. Yes, Nima,
yeah, so I wanted to say that what I see is that people who vent on social media are people who are not ready to move on from that situation. Those people who have made up their mind to move on, they don't say a word quietly. They will just disappear. The day you now see them, we just notice that this person is no longer for. Have they divorced? Have they? What? When did it happen? Because they have made up their mind. What I see is a lot of people use it as an avenue to get validation on their feelings. So they put it out there. This is what I'm going through. Then you have, it's always for and against. Yes. They want to say, hey, correct. God be punished. They want to take up your battle. The other ones that say, no, why did you decide to do this? But the truth is, if you're a good human being in any situation, you must have one person who has your back. You must have one person who will hold your hand. No matter what you're facing, in the midst of the water, somebody must be there. Find that person for your... let me even for your sanity and also for posterity. Because the truth, especially when children are involved, now that one they pay me pass. Tomorrow, these kids will go out there and they will see all of these things. How do you now want to start explaining to them what they will be processing mentally? You must have damaged some things in their life in the bid of, let me speak my truth. Let me say it. Let me speak up. You can speak up without shouting on social media. Find that one person, except you are not a good human being. Somebody must support you. Even in that home where it seems like your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, your brother-in-law, all of them hate you. There must be a neighbor-in-law that would like you.
Let me come to Nima now.
So women are angry that even though you have those people sometimes, the person that you are living with, they cannot reach that person too. So if somebody is talking to a man and telling you, please stay, don't worry, he will change. He will be a better person. And you're there, but he's not changing. So some women will now say, okay, no, I've taken it too much and everything. I know a woman who I consider for me, her standard as my standard, who stayed and focused on what was important. She had 4 kids. She wasn't empowered. Even though the disrespect was not, it wasn't a violent, domestic violent marriage, but she could deal with what she considered, she focused. 30 years, bagam. She divorced.
She packed her bag.
After 30 years.
When the last born was not in her second child. Till today, she did not have the press briefing, explanation to family members, and only family members are saying she tried.
So there's something
she tried, she can be going.
She can be going.
Yeah, there's also something I want to make clear, right? For me, it's about conflict resolution. I don't think that when you have conflict with someone, that social media is a place to go.
I don't think
but I know of people who have come out to say, you know what, I don't have a roof over my head. I'm suffering, I need food to eat, and they've gotten help.
Those are different issues.
Yeah, so...
And those are genuine.
Yeah, but we need to talk about that. So people don't say, oh, but people have gotten help. If you need help, like if you're coming up for yourself, for the issues that you have for yourself, not bringing someone else's issue. You have a conflict with someone, then you bring it out there without even giving the other person a chance to either, defend themselves or even be aware that you're about to do this.
Okay, let me take this final call. Yinka, are you there from the UK? Go ahead, please.
I'm here.
You're live.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, very clearly. Go ahead,
Let
please.
me quickly say it because I'm the final caller. The first thing is that in Nigeria, I'm a Nigerian as well. We are over-sabi. We use things that we say are free, free things. We use it as anything and anyhow. And the owner of this social media attach money to it. The more you have your followers, the more you are going to pay us. So anything they put into it. Let me quickly digress. In your daily newspaper, you said talking about a story of a boy that butchered or killed the grandfather. And you think it's a kind of a spiritual warfare. No. The boy is suffering from schizophrenia.
Yes.
He's suffering from schizophrenia. Please, he needs a mental health doctor to look into it and prescribe medication for him. He's hearing voices. He can feel anything.
Thank you, Inga. Thank you very much, Inga. We have to wrap up. We're running out of time. We'll take a few more, but I would like to argue the point that, the internet never fails, never forgets. Because sometimes it doesn't. But the truth is that our parents in our head live this perfect life, but we know it wasn't perfect.
Not at all.
So if my kids grow up to see my mistakes online, should I be judged for that? If my kids grow up and say, oh, Mom, you did this, you wrote about daddy, you wrote this. Life happens. We're not perfect. And you have evidence to show that I wasn't a perfect mother either.
Yes, but those are small issues than a man, gets trains a child that does not belong, and the DNA is posted everywhere there. There are some
Because
issues that we
was
can
the
let
one,
go.
no, you that you know your skeleton is not even
You
dry.
not carry matter
That
outside.
your skeleton is as fresh as
to
this
run.
skeleton.
Well, please,
Forget
we have
that
to
one.
run,
Okay,
unfortunately.
when we
Let's
come
take
back.
just 2 comments and we're done.
Okay, Biliki said they choose to live their lives the way they desire. I am not them and I cannot be them. Me say if I get my own headache and I have people I vent to, even though it's through social media, it would be between us. So you can use WhatsApp.
Emmanuel Esrada says, social media cut is both terrible yet good. If we're seeing a growing trend in bringing marital issues online, it is because most of those who do it must have run out of options.
Okay, we have to run. That's all we can take on the show. I think generally we agreed that, yes, private people are different.
Yeah.
Do what works for you.
Yeah.
If you want to put it out there, know that there'll be the good, the bad, the ugly, and test it. And if you're a private person, keep your matters private. But either way, let's be responsible in all we do.
Yeah.
Let's go on a break. When we come back, move on to other topics. Stay with us. We'll be right back.